What if the highest form of intelligence isn't about how fast you think, but how deeply you can observe your own thinking? Long before modern physiology gave it a name, one man spent his entire life studying this hidden ability. He didn't call it metacognition, but everything he discovered pointed directly to it. And here's the uncomfortable truth: most people never develop it. They live on autopilot, they react without awareness, they feel without questioning why, they follow without ever asking where they are going. But a small number of people operate differently. If you ever felt like you are watching your own thoughts from a distance, like you notice your emotions instead of being consumed by them, like you don't fully fit into the crowd around you, then this might feel very familiar. Here are 7 powerful signs you have metacognitive intelligence. You can observe your own emotions instead of being them. Most people don't experience emotions, they become them. When anger shows up, they are anger. When anxiety hits, they are the anxiety. There's no distance, no awareness, just reactions. But you pause. Even in intense moments, a small part of you steps back and says, when am I feeling this? You still feel deeply, sometimes more deeply than others, but you are not completely lost inside the feeling, and that changes everything because the moment you can observe an emotion, you are no longer controlled by it. You have space, you have choice, you have awareness, and that's rare. You don't blindly follow the crowd. Most people absorb beliefs without realizing it. They adopt opinions from friends, fears from family, values from society, and never question any of it. It feels normal, comfortable, safe, but you feel something different. You notice when your thoughts don't fully belong to you. You question ideas that others accept without thinking. You feel resistance when something doesn't align internally. It's not about rebellion, it's about awareness. You can sense the difference between who you are and who you've been conditioned to be, and that awareness protects your individuality in a world that constantly tries to shape it. You are willing to face your shadow. Here's something most people avoid at all costs: looking at the parts of themselves they don't like. The insecurity, the jealousy, the anger, the fear. So they hide it, suppress it, deny it. But what's hidden doesn't disappear. It controls from the background. You've started to notice this. Instead of pretending you are perfect, you ask harder questions. Why did that trigger me? What does this reaction say about me? What am I avoiding? And sometimes the awareness aren't comfortable, but they are honest, and that honesty gives you power because when you face what's inside you, it stops controlling you from the shadows. You have real conversations with yourself, not overthinking, not anxiety loops, not replaying arguments in your head. Actually, conversations. You notice different parts of yourself. One part wants safety, another wants growth, one part doubts, another believes, and instead of ignoring these voices, you listen, you question them, you respond to them, you try to understand them. It's like your mind isn't just one voice, it's a system, and you are learning how to navigate it. Most people never reach this level of inner awareness, but once you do, you start understanding yourself in a way that changes everything. You take your inner world seriously, even your dream. Most people dismiss their inner experiences, thoughts noise, dreams random, intuition ignored, but you will notice something different. Sometimes a dream stays with you all day. Sometimes a feeling doesn't make logical sense, but it feels true. Sometimes your mind is trying to show you something indirectly, and instead of brushing it off, you pay attention. You don't blindly believe everything, but you don't ignore it either because you understand something most people don't. Not all intelligence is logical, some of it is symbolic, emotional, subtle, and when you start listening to that layer, you success a deeper level of understanding. You question your own thoughts. Here's where metacognitive intelligence really shows. Most people trust every thoughts they have. If I think it, it must be true, but you don't operate like that. You catch yourself thinking things like, is this actually true, or am I just reacting emotionally? Where did this belief come from? You don't blindly trust your mind. You analyze internalize it, and that creates distance between you and your thoughts, which means you are not controlled by every idea that passes through your head. That's a level of awareness most people never develop. You feel different, sometimes isolated because of it. This is the part no one talks about. When you become more self aware, you start noticing things others don't. You see patterns in behavior, you recognize emotional reactions more clearly, you question things others accept, and sometimes that makes you feel separate, like you are thinking on a different level, like conversations don't go deep enough. Like you are observing more than participating. That feeling isn't a flaw, it's a side effect of awareness. But here's the important part, you are not disconnected from people, you are just more conscious of what's happening beneath the surface. And once you learn to balance awareness with connection, it becomes a strength, not a burden. Final thought, metacognitive intelligence isn't about being smarter than others, it's about being more aware of yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your patterns, your unconscious behavior. Most people live their entire lives without ever stepping outside their own mind to observe it. But if you've recognized yourself in these signs, then you've already started doing something rare. You are not just thinking, you are watching, you are thinking, and that is where real intelligence begins. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.